in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Young working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
On the toss, here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib, there to stop him. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
I tell you, on that first glance, I thought he got it easily. But the mark was not a real favorable one. As it turns out, they do give him the first down, but that was very close to going the other way.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Julius Peppers able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Young. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Gone! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, it's Young. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaq Thompson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
Gone! Detroit! Right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Steps away to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone!
From the shotgun, it's Young. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are in for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, Young. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Cameron Wake coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! Over!
Now here's Young. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Lucky 56. Over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defense.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Gone!
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Looking to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Shedding through the defense. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped, and the Rams have got it back. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half of their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 1st and 10, Young. Under pressure, they got him again. DeMarcus Lawrence coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Young from the shotgun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Over. Detroit. Over.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, Young. Airing it out deep for Smith. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down, Young. Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
1st and 10, Young. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Young working out of the gun. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Young. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now a handoff looking right. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he stays out. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In this case, not.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up
Detroit,
2nd and 10.
Detroit. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Gun.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Torrey Smith, 42 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Set! 3-19!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Sheds off the tackle. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there, 48 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. A win would be their first of the young season. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter.
Then now from the 29.
Detroit!
Now Young. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jackson. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Detroit!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening.
up what you think of. Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdog with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a play.